Three quick stories. And three quick stories and a punchline. Story number one, my first big shift was in Melbourne. I had gone ostensibly to go to university, but really to party. Within a year, I had gotten engaged, run out of money, and found out we were expecting a baby. Long story short, I was desperate for work. I took any job I could find. I got a great job temping, which I was delighted to get, with the NatWest Bank, at that time the 20th largest bank in the world. And long story short, by virtue of temping, I was eligible to apply for a comms job, which I got. And I sat there my first week on the job feeling a little bit like the dog that caught the car. I had never worked in finance, had no idea what I was doing. I was here, my prior experience was writing for a magazine. I was now writing prospectuses and RFPs. And one of my colleagues said, "How are you doing?" I said, "I feel overwhelmed." And he said, "Good. If it's easy in your first month, it'll be boring by your sixth. You're going to do great. Welcome aboard." It was such a profound moment for me, but also an important lesson that I've taken with me, and that is my first lesson: make every move a big one. Don't hopscotch from one similar job to another. Push yourself. Make every move count. Make every move one that challenges you and that helps you to grow. That was my learning. Story number two. A few weeks later, the same executive actually abruptly left. I had nothing to do with it. There had been some well-known tensions at the executive level, and I don't know all the details. We all gathered in the boardroom, and he stood up in front of everyone. He was a very popular, well-liked executive, and he said, "I'm reminded of what Oscar Wilde said on his deathbed as he was looking up at the ceiling. He said, 'That wallpaper is peeling, and either it's got to go or I do.'" And the room, of course, exploded in laughter, because with one small quote, he had managed to say so much about why he was leaving. But it also became my second important lesson about shifts, and that was know when to go. Don't stay past your use-by date. I'm not saying move at the first sign of frustration or boredom. Every job has those. But if you're miserable and if the wallpaper's winning, move on. Third and final story, and then I'll get to the punchline. A few years later, as Peter indicated, I had the opportunity to go to work in Victoria. And it was actually a tough decision, having just moved back from Melbourne, making another big move. The pay wasn't great. What I really wanted was to work in corporate communications at a company like TELUS. But those opportunities weren't available to me. So I did a lot of soul searching. At the end of the day, I thought, you know what? I want to do this. I feel passionate about politics. It doesn't seem to make sense from a career move standpoint, but it's something I've always believed in. I'm going to take the plunge. Long story short, I loved every minute of it. It was the best 5 years of my life. But more importantly, 5 years later, it gave me the opportunity to have the job that I have today. It's a way better job than I would have gotten had I not gone to government. And actually, it's a job I never could have gotten had I not gone to government. So that leads me to my third and final lesson. Don't get focused on getting ahead. Focus on growing, focus on doing something you believe in, something you're passionate about, and the getting ahead will take care of itself. Here's the punchline, and I want to leave you with this. Don't listen to what any of us say. Find your own way. Everyone's career is different. Your goals are unique. At the end of the day, there's no roadmap or rule book. Listen to lots of wise people, then go with your gut. You'll know when it's right, and there's no feeling like it. Thank you very much.